On a quiet autumn night, beneath a vast sky shimmering with endless stars, a lonely boy named Lucas sat by his bedroom window, staring up at the heavens. His town was small, surrounded by rolling hills and a sleepy forest, but his dreams were boundless. Lucas was a boy who believed in the extraordinary, though life had never given him much reason to. His parents were always busy, lost in their own struggles. His friends had drifted away, and the weight of solitude pressed on him like an unseen force. But he still held on to hope. Hope that maybe, just maybe, something magical was waiting beyond the veil of the ordinary. That night, a shooting star streaked across the sky, leaving behind a silver trail. Lucas pressed his hands together, his heart pounding with an unexplainable longing. "I wish," he whispered, his breath fogging up the cold windowpane. "I wish I wasn't alone anymore." Far beyond the mortal world, in the celestial kingdom where star fairies resided, Astrid heard his wish. Unlike other fairies who spent eternity dancing in the cosmic winds, Astrid was different. She had always been fascinated by humans, their fleeting lives, their raw emotions, their ability to love so deeply despite the certainty of an end. When she heard Lucas's wish, she felt something stir inside her, a calling she couldn't ignore. Ignoring the laws of her kind, she let herself fall, descending in a cascade of silver light. The moment she touched the earth, her wings shimmered away, leaving behind a girl with hair like stardust and eyes filled with the entire universe. Lucas, still at his window, gasped as the night air shimmered before him. And then, there she was, standing in his backyard, glowing faintly like a fallen star. Who are you?" he stammered, stepping outside, his breath visible in the cool air. "I am Astrid," she said, her voice as soft as the wind. "A star fairy." Lucas's heart pounded. "Why are you here?" Astrid tilted her head, a small, sad smile on her lips. "Because you wished for me." From that night on, Astrid came to him whenever the stars appeared. Each night, she would arrive in a burst of silver light, and every morning, just before sunrise, she would vanish into the wind, returning to the sky. At first, Lucas was hesitant, unsure if he was dreaming. But Astrid was real, her laughter, her touch, her warmth. They spent their nights talking about everything, about the mysteries of the universe, about dreams, about what it meant to be human. Lucas showed her the simple joys of his world. He taught her how to skip stones on the lake, how to catch fireflies, how to feel the earth beneath her bare feet. She, in turn, shared with him the wonders of the cosmos, how stars whispered to one another, how the moon wept silver tears, how constellations told stories that only the fairies could understand. They danced under the moonlight, twirling like shadows in the night. They ran through the meadows, laughing as the cool wind kissed their skin. They lay side by side on the grass, staring at the endless sky, pretending that time didn't exist. But time did exist, and so did the cruel rule that bound them. "I can stay with you," Astrid told him one night, tracing patterns on his palm with her fingers. "But only until the sun rises." Lucas swallowed the lump in his throat. "What if I don't want you to leave?" Her celestial eyes darkened with sorrow. "If I stay beyond sunrise, I will fade, and I will never return to the stars." Lucas didn't want to trap her, not when she belonged to the sky. And so, each morning, he watched her disappear, feeling a hollow ache where she had been. But love was relentless, and each night, when she returned, they held onto each other a little tighter. Afraid of the inevitable end that loomed over them. As the days passed, Lucas began to change. He no longer cared about the world beyond the nights he shared with Astrid. His heart ached every morning when she left, and the hours without her stretched endlessly. One night, as they sat beneath a great oak tree, he finally voiced what had been eating away at him. "Astrid, what if you stayed? What if you never left?" She froze, her silver eyes searching his. "Lucas, I can't." "You could," he insisted. "What if you just stayed with me? We could find a way." Her hands trembled. "And if I do, I will never see my sisters again. I will lose my magic. I will become nothing more than a memory. But you would be real. With me." Tears welled in her eyes. "I don't belong here, Lucas." The truth shattered him. He turned away, his jaw clenched. "So I'm just supposed to live knowing you'll leave forever someday?" She reached for him, but he pulled back. "Astrid, goodbye, Lucas." And then she was gone. Days passed, then weeks. Astrid didn't return. Lucas felt like a part of him had been torn away, like a ghost of her still lingered in every star above him. He stopped wishing. He stopped looking at the sky. He stopped believing in magic. Then, one fateful night, as he lay staring at the ceiling, a familiar silver glow filled his room. Astrid stood there, tears glistening in her cosmic eyes. "I couldn't stay away," she whispered. "Even the stars don't shine without you." Lucas pulled her into his arms, holding her tighter than ever before. They danced one last time under the starlit sky, laughing, crying, holding on to every second as if it were eternity. And then, as the first light of dawn crept over the horizon, Astrid placed her hand over Lucas's heart. "I love you," she said softly. And then she was gone. The next morning, Lucas didn't wake up. His parents found him lying peacefully in bed, his face calm, as if he had simply drifted into another world. There was no explanation, no cause. Just an empty room and an open window that led to the endless sky. That night, a new star appeared, one that shone brighter than all the rest. And somewhere in the cosmos, a silver-haired fairy smiled, watching over him as he had once watched over her. Love isn't measured in time. It's measured in impact, and their love had become immortal.